Hi guys, welcome to this episode of Sin Cigars. Something a little different for you today. Kind of affect this light a little bit here. Does a little better. Take the glare down a touch. You'll be the best one so far. Alrighty, we'll try this. See how that works out for us. Today we're going to be smoking the Arturo Fuente's. It's called the Curly Head. We are getting a bit of a glare, aren't we there? And let's see here. Okay, can I get a thumbs up? Are we up and running? Looks like we're a little crooked here. We'll try our very best anyway. Okay. Look at the beautiful color on this. So green. This is what I should have had for my St. Patty's Day. Now I have my time back. I would have had this for my St. Patty's Day extravaganza. Okay, see if we are live. Oh, I think we got something. I think we got her. Can I get a thumbs up? See if we're live. Oh, how's the audio? I have the heater on as well. You're going to have to tell me if it's too much. Looks like we are live. Look at that. Okay. We're going to go ahead and do a cut of this guy. And we're going to try something today. We're going to pair this. I've had this for a while. Caribou Crossing. Oh yeah, that wing light is showing up. Look at that. Now, just looked up. This is made by Sazerac, the same guys who make Buffalo Trace. So this is a Canadian whiskey. It's Canada's only single barrel whiskey. If you guys can see that. Beautiful bottle. Had it for a while. Quite lovely. I think it's going to pair well with a beautiful cigar. Open this guy up. See what we got here. So once again, this is Arturo Fuente. As you can tell with this beautiful green color. We're going to pair that with our Caribou Crossing, Canada's only single barrel. Oh my. Now this is the Dominican wrapper. I thought it was supposed to be a pigtail. Doesn't look like it, does it? And I thought it was going to be a shaggy foot. Now, it looks to be somewhat of a shaggy foot. So, it should be really easy to light. Because I thought it was a pigtail and a shaggy foot. So, I'm going to do a quick cut. See what we got here. Oh my gosh. I had a little split right at the very tip when I cut. So this green, this wrapper is very thin. What I'm going to do is, I just got a little bit of our cigar glue right here. You guys can see it. Just put a touch of cigar glue. This was really moist. I definitely was not expecting that today. So right underneath the edge, we put a little tiny dab. Hold that together. Shouldn't affect the draw in any way, but just to be sure. Ta-da! And ready to rock and roll. And this is our cigar glue. Right there. It takes a dab. Should do everything we need it to do. Torch this guy up. Now, it's a shaggy foot, so it shouldn't take very much. Yeah. I did lose a little bit of the wrapper. Hopefully it's not going to affect the draw too much. A very thin outer wrapper. This is a budget cigar. I believe these are clocking around $7. Well, it's not really a budget cigar, is it? $7.58. Arturo Fuente. Curly hair. Compared to some of the Fuentes cigar brands, this is very reasonably priced. Lots of flavor. Very earthy. Fresh cut grass, that kind of. A little bit of sweetness is coming out. Now that we've gone through the foot, it's coming off as creamy. Very enjoyable. And Brian, hello, how are you? Why are you smoking, Oscar? Well, I just got off work. I worked a back shift, so when I get off work, I'm done. Today's technically my Friday. So, in a bamboo stick, this is actually Arturo Fuente. This is Dominican wrapper over a regular Dominican cigar. Quite delicious. I was surprised because it's just hitting me with creaminess. Not what I was expecting with this color. This is my first time trying it. So hi to you too, Oscar. Oh yeah, super creamy. It's not coming off super strong. Oh yeah. I didn't think this was going to be a super strong cigar. That's why we're going to pair it today with, since today is my Friday, Caribou Crossing. This is the Canadian version, if you see Caribou right there. Canadian version of Blanton's. I think so. I believe this is owned by Sazerac, the same people that own Buffalo Trace, if you like Buffalo Trace. Six figures, told us out, smoke weed. Look at the color of this thing. You tell me this don't look like a blunt? But I don't smoke. Well, I don't smoke anything that you inhale. Not my cup of tea. Quit smoking, Jesus, 8 years ago now, almost 10. And since then, don't inhale anything once I gave up cigarettes. We're going to a little shot here. It's bamboo. It's Dominican. So we can get a taste of this. Like I said, this is Canada's version of Blanton's. You see this? Look at this little caribou here. The same thing we have on our 25-cent pieces here in Canada. Beautiful bottle. It's bamboo. It definitely looks like bamboo. Super creamy. It's not overpowering, but it is like a rich flavor. We're getting a lot. How do you smoke with bamboo? It doesn't make sense. Here we go, and this is our Caribou Crossing. Okay, now this has changed since the last time I had it. So, it's opened up a lot more. Oh, now I think this is going to be a great combination. Caribou Crossing and a bamboo cigar. Definitely only looks like bamboo, it's not. It's not beer. It's a single barrel Canadian whiskey, but it's Caribou Crossing. It's a single barrel whiskey. It comes off, it's only 40%, so I would call that like a very bottom of the barrel whiskey. But it's made by Blanton's. It's made by Buffalo Trace. So, since I opened it, it's really starting to come to itself now. Happy Friday to me. Got a cigar ash in there now. It's not bad, I must say. Even though it's 40%, whiskey is beer though. Whiskey is beer though, and I'm telling you, this got a long finish. It's better than the first time I tried it. It's just a really long finish. It's not super harsh, but it's the kind of finish where it lingers. It's definitely, there's no really tannins into it. It's not super oaky. I'm not a big oak fan. I'm not a big fan. One second here. I don't mind oak. I'm not a huge fan of like super oaky. I'm not a big peaty kind of guy when it drinks the whiskey or scotch, anything like that. It tastes better because I got long finished, super crisp when you first look. Even a little bit of like green apple maybe. Very fruity when you first get it, but it's that long finish. And there's nothing wrong with it. Does it taste like apple juice? It looks funny you should say that. Does it taste like apple juice? No. But it has an apple finish. So you get a sweetness, but it finishes long. I'm not a huge fan. Look at this. Good color. Beautiful color. I do like the amber color for Caribou Crossing. Mm. Same thing, isn't it? Well, I guarantee these are the kind of apple juices you take 3 or 4 of these puppies, and it'll be just like nap time, just like when you drank apple juices when you were a kid. Drink an apple juice and have a nap time. This will get you close to nap time. Now, I also have my 12-year-old single malt scotch. Probably going to end up trying that as well here. Actually, my Valentine's, I'll move that over. I have usually I'm going to do this on the 4th, on Friday. But since today is technically my Friday, I might as well enjoy. The cigar ash is just adding to it. Great. I'm 10, I am a kid. Well, you have to stop being on this channel. That's not very nice. No kids. This is all adult stuff. You can't be having that. Yeah. Yeah. No children. This is only for adults. Stop right away. What can I do here? Oscar, I know you're joking, but that's not very nice. Alrighty. Sorry to say, no jokes like that. Okay, that is not a funny thing to do. This is for adults only. Adult beverages, tobacco, that's not nice. You shouldn't be joking about that stuff, and if you are, you shouldn't be participating. This is no way condoning anyone underage smoking or drinking. Just not. That's not cool. Sorry to say, it's not cool at all. Long finish, super long, like it. You get the happily over at the beginning. Super long finish, super long. Not exactly my cup of tea. It's not terrible. I can guarantee you that. Great combination though. I'm going to have a mixed drink, I think, of my whiskey. I'm going to try this in a mixed drink right after this. Even though it is like Blanton's, for me, it's better in a mixed drink. I usually don't buy anything that I'm going to mix drink. Actually, I'm going to do a mixed drink of Jameson instead. I think that's going to be a lot better. Happy Friday. Oh, that's quite nice. Oh yeah, I did a little tear. Look at this, we had a little damage. I put a little bit of glue onto it. Very thin wrapper. Like this one is super thin. But lots of flavor. Very creamy. Really enjoyable. Oh my God, yeah. That's enjoyable. Just what you need on a Friday. Okay. Holy macaroni, said. And look how far we've gotten so far. Right now we are at 14 minutes. Now this is burning pretty good. It's not terrible. Very white ash, very thin wrapper. For my Friday, it's quite nice. Arturo Fuente. Oh my gosh. Creaminess is coming out. It's more bold flavors. This is a very good, very approachable cigar. There's nothing too crazy about it. It's not like smacking your mouth, as they say. Look at the color that is. Oh, I got another crack. Holy crap, look at this. And that was in the bag the whole time, still wrapped. Look at that crack. Right along the seam. Like this thing, just took it out. Just lit it. We had a crack in the foot. So this Arturo Fuente, look at that, all the way around. I think it's starting to affect the draw a little bit. My first time, yeah, oh my God, maybe even another little one forming there. Yeah. So this wrapper, we've already had a break here, a crack here, and some damage as soon as I did the cut. This is one of my favorite cutters. This is one I use all the time. I don't think he's dull. I've had zero issues with him before, so I don't think it's the cutter. It definitely wouldn't be the cutter if we had these issues right here. I thought I had my glass. Maybe I took it somewhere. Maybe, maybe not, she said. I had a mixed glass. What the heck did I do with it? It's always a good sign when you lose your mind. Not that I had a lot to lose in the first place, but it's still gone. One more quick look. Yeah, I did have it. Now, what did I do with it? What do you guys think? Terrible news. My wrapper cracked. Was not expecting this. I've been very lucky. Oh, hi from Australia. Hi, nice to meet you. Thank you so much for dropping in. Today's my Friday. So here I am having a quick little puff of cigar. Arturo Fuente. Sorry that you came right when we found out that I had a crack in my cigar. Look at this. Look at this. What terrible luck. It's Friday, so this is my celebration day. I just finished working a back shift, and my cigar cracked. What do you think of that? Is that a nice way to start your weekend? And technically, it is my weekend. Bad news. I can't believe that happened. I'm so lucky with my cigars of late. Look at that. Two cracks. Starting to affect the draw. It's almost like you don't get the full force. And this is a very creamy cigar. I'm liking it very much, but it's just, you can taste the difference. You can tell that the draw is not at 100%. So we're going to go ahead. 12-year-old single malt. I just had a piece of wrapper come off of my mouth a little early. Good eye. I'm from Canada. I just finished a back shift. I just worked till 8 o'clock in the morning. So it was actually, I'm in Newfoundland and Labrador right now. So it's like 9 a.m. And Stupid Deals fan, have a drink with me. I appreciate that. I just worked back shift. Today's technically my Friday. So it's Friday after work for me. It's 10:20 here. Oh, so you're in Ontario. Oh, yeah, so it is. I'm glad you were somebody there to enjoy it. Now, this is that single malt scotch. I just tried the Caribou Crossing. First time I had it in a while. still super long finish. And like I said, technically it's my Friday. You have a spider on my head? Which one? Nice. Oh, Sydney, Australia. Well, very nice to meet you. So, you're an hour and a half. Well, technically, I'm from Newfoundland and Labrador, so we have a half an hour time zone. I believe it's the only place in the world, maybe I'm wrong, that has a half an hour time zone difference. It's a long way. I'm glad you're joining in. I hope you're going to have a drink with me. Oh, look at this. The holy crap. This is crazy. It's my first time smoking one of these. And look at this. This is damage. OMG. Very disappointed. The 31st as well. Today. So what does that make tomorrow? What is tomorrow? Does anyone know what tomorrow is? January, February, March. What's tomorrow? Does anyone know? This is absolutely terrible. Look at this. I am so disappointed. You can see it's quite a veiny looking leaf. What an awesome wrapper. I can't believe that this happened. Usually, I swear to God, usually the cigars are great quality. I've never seen anything like this. Look at that. Okay. So what is tomorrow? Can anyone tell me what tomorrow is? Really, Glenn 1254. The 1st of April. I took the day off. I said, a lot of people get a little crazy on that particular day, the 1st of April. I don't know why. I've got the day off. Today's my Friday. Technically, it's my Friday evening this early in the morning. But look at this. This is not a joke. This is not an April Fool's prank. This is just unbelievable. I was so looking forward to this. You guys see that? What just happened? Smoke it till the ash falls off. We are at 22 minutes. And the ash, we lost an ash. 22 minutes. Look at this. This is the first one to see it. The ash fell off. Super long. I think this is 6.5 by 43, I believe, something like that. Ring gauge. So really premature, but I'm not surprised. Look, we have damage. We have cracks in the wrapper. So disappointed in this. Still very delicious. Still wonderful. Maybe I can make up for it with a holy mackerel. This is finished in sherry barrels. So this is a 12-year-old single malt scotch finished in a sherry barrel and a bourbon barrel, I believe it says. Turn this puppy around. Look at that. Okay, let's give her a try. Jeez. Another super long finish. Super long, like, ooh. I'd say 3 to 5 seconds. Anybody have any plans for the April 1st? Anybody have anything exciting to do for April the 1st? Anything? Any plans? Something you don't like at work? Something you think was going to enjoy? These are actually painted by my son. Actually, this was for the Year of the Dragon last year. And this is the tiger he did. Just a map, because I have a tiger on this arm right here, on the inside. I don't know if you can see it right there. So we did that. So we did, because I'm a tattoo artist. I do tattoos as well. I do construction job. Right now I'm an equipment operator. But I do tattoos and piercings as well. So my son actually painted this one for the Year of the Dragon. And this was a tiger. We actually did the opposites here. Did the old yin-yang thing. I'm commissioned him to do them for me. He's an amazing artist. Trying to convince him to become a tattoo artist as well. He's not really for it. He doesn't have the same affinity for hurting people for money that I have. But he's getting into it. He's just thinking about it. But he's doing a wonderful job. I commissioned these last year, I believe. Very proud of him. Look at that. Amazing work. Stylistically, right on point. Gus, if you're watching this, just pick up a tattoo machine. I'll teach you everything you need to know. Or even just become a piercer. Of all my piercings, this is the only one you can see. All my other piercings are hidden. So shout out to Gus. An amazing job. Just actually the big canvas we got behind him, we're actually going to be doing that one over. Trying to find something huge to do. Bigger the better, as they say. Tell him Australia said they look wicked, mate. Thank you. I would appreciate that. He's going to appreciate that. I love having him in the background. I think about him every day. This is just an amazing job. Good execution. When it comes to art, it's all about the execution. And he paints. He's really into the digital artwork right now. He does a lot of artwork that he trades and he sells online that he does digital, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with digital artwork. Pays the bills, get you there. I'm more of the tactile tattoos, paintings. Like this was, I actually commissioned these. I believe they were like $100 a piece or something like that. But it was the year of the dragon, so we sat down. We had a great time deciding what they were going to be, and because we're setting up the studio here, so I'm actually going to be doing some fake skin tattoos here, setting up my little home studio that I have. I can sit down. I can have a cigar. Have a nice drink of scotch. 12-year-old single malt. I think it's beautiful. I'm really impressed. I'm very proud of him. And he would be tickled pink to know that Australia said it looks wicked, mate. Appreciate it. So it's 10. You say it's 10:30 in the morning for you right now? 10:30? 10:20, 10:30 now. Thanks for stopping in. That's early in the morning. Have a Newfoundlander. Smoking a cigar. I'm still super disappointed. Look at this. Nighttime. Oh, it's 10:30. Nighttime. Time traveling right now? Are we time traveling? So you're having 10:30 at night and we're doing 9 a.m. in the morning. That's quite interesting. I'm not saying. He's going to be really tickled pink to someone so far away. He took an interest. It was amazing work. So I can't see on that one. Actually, I got to show you this one. Look at this M. I don't know if you see this M. This is my favorite tattoo that I have. You see that? It looks like a W here, but I swear it's an M. 11 hours ahead. So this is actually perfect. I'm getting off back shift, enjoying my Friday night, which would be here. It's like first thing in the morning. So it's actually perfect. Now, if you look at this, I'll show you my W again. This was actually done by my niece. I sat down and I tattooed her dad, her mom. It was a Christmas present, so I gave everyone in the family on that side tattoos for Christmas. And I think she was 4, just about 5 at the time. Watched me. And I was like, would you like to give your uncle a tattoo? I was like, but she didn't really know her letters very well. So she sat down and she practiced the shit out of these M's. She had a full sheet, just M's and M's and M's while I was tattooing. When we were all done, we took everything apart, set everything up brand new, put a little time of rubber gloves on her little hands, and did that freaking tattoo. This is my favorite tattoo. Done, and at the time was by a 4-year-old, almost 5. I got a Star Wars sleeve with a purple snake through it. Oh, I love Star Wars tattoos. I've done so many. With a purple snake through it. Now, did you have the snake previously and then had Star Wars around it? Or was this like incorporated originally right from the beginning? Purple. My snake is blue and purple mixed together, as you can tell by the color. Blue and purple. This was done by the guy who taught me the tattoo, so I have a few more. I gotta get covered, more color put into the rest of them here now. Finish filling up the arms, as they say. Now, all designed together. Japanese style snake, as you can tell. With my snakes and dragons and koi fish and tigers. When I first started, I did a lot of traditional work, and I kind of like parlayed that into Japanese style, as you can tell. That's the kind of thing that I'm into. Started doing it. Now I'm getting more into realism, photorealism. I'm switching because I have a coil machine, but I'm actually switching now to the new, I guess you would call them the handheld, standalone electrics. No more power sources for me. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do a lot more of my realism. I don't know if it's going to be easier. It's just going to be different. Trying to do portrait style, lifelike animals. I really enjoy Greek statues, that kind of stuff. So hopefully the next time I'm going to try this new machine out. Obviously it's a beginner machine since I'm transitioning. I still have all my old stuff. If I like it, maybe investing in a bit more. Pass away to time. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Super creamy. There's a little bit of a draw issue where it's got cracks and some around the top here. But it's just a good and a bad. This is my Friday. So everyone's stopping and I appreciate it. It's nice to say hi to people. When you work back shift, it's quite difficult. You get off, and usually when I get off back shift, it's like right to bed. If I stay awake and I get the sunshine, it's so hard to sleep, and then I get behind. But today is my Friday. April the 1st off. Mm. Mm. It's mild, but there's a lot of flavor. So even though it's a milder cigar, there's a lot of notes to pick up on. Like it's very earthy. Creaminess is coming through. A little bit of nuttiness, a little bit of leather. But it's really transitioning more of the just super creamy, super rich. Just wish there wasn't damaged. Just got this within the last month. Super, super sad. Ah, well. It is what it is. Hey, enjoy what you have, not what you don't. Because comparison is the thief of joy. That's what they say. Mm. Oh, yeah. That's enjoyable. So in Australia, do you guys have a big cigar culture down there? I'm from a little tiny community, so this is the closest that I have to a cigar lounge. I sit down, I pick one, I light it, and that's pretty much it. Oh yeah. Color is beautiful. I'm getting white to the crack now, as you can see here. See the little brown line all the way through it? I'm hoping once it gets past them, the draw is going to increase, but all you can do is try and wait. Mm-hmm. Yeah, long finish. Everything today has just been a long finish. Like it's just Cabra Crossing, the 12-year-old Scotch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a glass of Jameson with a drop of pop, just like a highball. Quite, quite enjoyable, but I am losing little pieces of it. And I was regretting that, picking up some bourbon. There's nothing wrong with whiskey. I like my whiskey. Nah, mate, not me personally. Just overpriced cigarettes and weed. Right now, I think cigarettes are going like $18 a pack here in Canada. So I think we are pretty much in the same category there. Now, where I'm to in Canada, weed is actually legal. I don't smoke myself. But when it first became legal, funny story, when we first legalized marijuana, I went to the weed store, walked in with my credit card. I'm like, I'm buying me some marijuana. Tried it. Really not my cup of tea. I'm more of a cigar guy. What? $600 for a carton of cigarettes? I think it was like 150, 200. No, between 180 and 200 here in Canada. That is insane. Medical weed, that is good to have. I was always more of like a hashish kind of guy than the weed. The weed is kind. That's one thing I noticed when I bought this legalized marijuana. I was like, this is crazy. This ain't right. Something's wrong with this. It was, for me personally, somebody who doesn't smoke, it was insanity. I was like, yeah, this thing went out the real quick. But I did try a few gummies when it first was legalized. That was a little bit funner. And then the situation arose. Didn't understand the dosage properly. I think it was a 0.5 or something like that. The last one that I had just was too much. I was like, yeah, enough of that. Really haven't been doing any edibles, no weed. And quitting cigarettes. I love the old hash. I'm an 83 model. I know the feeling. There was a thing back in the day, a gold stamp. Yeah, like a chunk of hash with a gold stamp on it. That was like, mwah. But then there was like brown hash and weed hash. That's up my. Even though you see these kind of wrappers, they kind of do look like a blunt. But weed is expensive. It's one of those things that I enjoy a glass of whiskey. Actually, had a couple of years I didn't even have to drink. So here I am drinking whiskey, and I really had 2.5 years, or maybe even longer, that I didn't have a single drink at all. But it's just something to do to go with the cigars. But I am close to the same model year and age, they say. But that wasn't super enjoyable. Caribou Crossing is good. Buffalo Trace, delicious. I've found myself lately leaning to the bourbon side of things more than the whiskey. I ran 170 for $17 per gram in New South Wales. That is insane. I think, Jesus, the last one I bought was $15 a gram. But now you can get as low as $6 or $7 a gram at a dispensary. I believe 6 and 7 is what I paid. But then I bought that could have been my issue. I bought the stuff that was like $15 a gram. There's a percentage on the THC. I don't know exactly how it works. So I had like low end, cheaper stuff. I had the midpoint, and then I had what was highly recommended. It looked like it was sugary or like a super shiny, crystally, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that was too much. That was not for me. I ended up smoking. Luckily, I didn't have very much. I ended up smoking like low end stuff, and then I was like, yeah, I'm good for that. You know, remember back in the day, I think it was like hash was $20 a gram. So you're at that price point. Hey, at least you guys have it. For pain management, it is absolutely wonderful. I know so many people for pain management is the only thing that really works. So, in that regard, I'm so glad that everyone is available. And it's just something personal that I noticed since the legalization process. A lot of older people is partaking in the gummies and the CBD oil, which I think is great. Just not dependent on oral medications. So that was really good to see that a lot of older people are trying that. Pain medication at that age, when you get to a certain point, it's absolutely terrible. So if you got something that's all natural, and I believe you're allowed to grow 3 plants per household. So say if I wanted to grow, I can buy the seeds, plant them, grow up to 3 plants per household, and basically do it yourself. $20 a gram, $20 a gram. I remember back in this is gonna date me. It was like 2 for 30, 2 grams, like $20 a gram, or if you had a friend, it was like 2 for 30. And this was like, I'm old as shit. You could tell the gray is coming through. You could tell. You're my friend, 2 for 30. That is insane now. You can get comparably or even better now for like $7 a gram, I think, like from a dispensary. 3 for 50. There you go. I've never visited Australia. It sounds absolutely wonderful, but I think you guys, for here in Canada, it's taxed out the wazoo. Like every taxes on. I put my actual thing is called Sin Cigars. It stands for Smoking in Newfoundland. But I'm drinking and smoking, which are technically, there was something called a sin tax, where if you drink, you smoke, you do marijuana, it's taxed heavily just because it's a sin. And ounce is $2.50. Wow. Holy. High ass taxes. I think we're in the same boat. I believe everything's very similar. I always wondered, a friend of mine, his girlfriend was from there, and she said it's very similar people. No, this is going to be a silly question. Now, the population in Canada is somewhere between 25 to 30 million people in the entire country of Canada. Isn't Australia comparable between the 25 and 30 million for the entire country? Is that true? Because I think there's a lot of similarities there between high taxes and low population. We're both in the Commonwealth, is why I think. Do you guys still have the Queen on your money? We still have the Queen. I haven't seen any money with the King on it. So I don't know. I'm not sure on population now. We being from Canada, I've never seen the King on our money yet. I'm not saying that it won't happen. Yeah, we do. And Charles, yeah. So, when I was a kid, the Union Jack was a big thing. Because in the 40s, that's when we joined Canada and left Britain. But we have a little island just off the coast of Newfoundland. It's technically, it's called Saint Pierre Miquelon. Technically, it's French. So we have a part of France just outside of our province. In my province, particularly, Newfoundland and Labrador were just one large province. A huge landmass. But I think I told us something like 650,000 people. We'll say, for the sake of argument, 500,000 people. So we are 1/12th, not even 25th, 1/50th of the population of Canada. 1/50th. That's how small we are. Oh, bonsoir, excellent. Oh, you're Aboriginal. It's funny, but what is her name now? She was actually Aboriginal. She was, I was Clifton's girlfriend. Oh my God, I'm trying to think of her name. It's been so many years. She was Aboriginal as well. Quite a lovely lady. But I love meeting new people. Oh, what? Oh, I almost had it. Why can't I think of her name at the time? I'd like to remember. If I can't, I'll tell you what it is, just to see if it's a common name. She said it wasn't. Oh my gosh. Isn't it always, as soon as you try to remember something, that's when it disappears? And you're saying you're in New South Wales? So I'm assuming that's on the coastline, northern, up towards Sydney. Is that right where you are? Oh, je parle en français. La différence, préférence pour le parler en français avec moi. Moi, j'ai la préférence de l'espagnol. Si c'était pas la préférence pour hablar l'espagnol. So even though we're French here in Canada, I learned quite a bit of French. I'm actually spending a lot of time learning Spanish. Fun, just that, something else to do. I used to know a fair bit of sign language, French, Spanish, Russian. That's what I was learning for a while. Pretty much wherever I work and you meet people, like I was working on the maritime link up here, and I don't know Norwegian. We are not a lot of Norwegian people, so yeah, John, hey, Guler. It's kind of fun. I'm just above Sydney on the east side near a place called Newcastle. Well, Newcastle means Newfoundland. It's funny, because I'm Newfoundland and Labrador. But most people are used to pronouncing like Finland. So they say, Newfoundland, are you from Newfoundland? No, Newfoundland. Newfoundland. Last summer, we actually went up to lots of meadows. It was like from the an 1100-year-old Viking settlement. I actually have videos of me axe throwing. They have blacksmith going. It was really cool. So, not far, part of it, not far, a 10-hour drive from where I live. We actually have the oldest settlement in North America called Lance Meadows. And all the place names where I'm from is all French place names. Like there's one place called Isle à Mort. We says Isle Mort. Technically, it means island of the dead. There's a shipwreck and all of the dead people washed up on shore. So the Isle of Mort, French name, most people don't realize it was just, oh yeah, I'm just a island of the dead. Want to go visit Island of the Dead? I don't know if this is going to be known to you, but we actually became famous not long ago because we have a place name named Dildo. Dildo. I shit you not. Dildo. Became quite famous recently. And to get to Dildo, you have to come by chance. Come by chance is a place right before Dildo, so it's come by chance, and then you get to Dildo. Usually it will be the Dildo, then come by chance, but no, it's not. Come by chance, then Dildo. Just saying, if you're known for something, it might as well be funny. I used to live on Bong Bong Road. That's pretty cool. Bong Bong Road. Mine isn't that good. I usually don't share this information, but I'll give it a little 411. Is this not a cool name? Ponderosa. I grew up on the Ponderosa. You tell me. Most people don't. Oh, we're reaching the cut that I have. So we're reaching the split. Hopefully this is going to help with my draw once we pass it. Because well, since there's a draw, as you can tell, the axes are blooming out. Almost looks like a flower. That's because of the draw. So Bong Bong Road and the old Ponderosa. Appreciate you stopping by. Now, it says stupid Eels fan 9713, but Eels fan? Because I'm not a Leafs fan, but most Canadians are Leaf fans. Montreal Canadiens, Toronto Maple Leafs. So is ELS fan? Is it ELS fan? Alrighty, so here we are. Look at that. Just shredded the tip. We're at about 48 minutes-ish. Getting close to the 1 hour mark. Quite delicious. Smooth. Parramatta Eels football team. Oh, rugby league. That's freaking cool. I'm going to have to take those look up. So it's the Parramatta football team. Parramatta Eels. It's funny. When I grew up, I don't know, this is going to sound silly, but we used to fish for eels and eel trap and eat eels. Like that was a food source, a staple. That's pretty freaking cool. Never heard of them. I'm going to have to look those guys up. And we'll just go here right quick and we'll type this in. P-A-I-M A-T-T-A. Oh, so it's from the Parramatta River, is that correct? Rugby team. Oh, I got a picture up now. Ooh, 1947. Parramatta Eels are an Australian professional rugby league and football. Based in Western Sydney suburbs, it competes in the National Rugby League, so the NRL, and the District League Football Club was formed in 1947. Really cool, really freaking cool picture there. I'm going to open this up. The Parramatta is an Aboriginal name meaning where the eels lay. Oh, it does. Is that why it's called the Parramatta River? Because that's where the eels lay? Hall FC, Early Bird, Black and White Army, Hall UK Rugby League, established 1865. Now, like locally, hockey is the big thing here. Obviously, we're Canadians. Rugby must be the same thing, and something for pride that we have. Because actually, not long ago, I was actually the Zamboni driver, the local Zamboni driver. Freaking cool job. I guess you're in Australia where it's hot. You don't know the thrill of driving a Zamboni machine. Probably something. I'm sure you have hockey rinks. So I am sure an Alpha Kapari. So, FC Early Birds Black and White Army, Hall UK Rugby League. So look, we're just like so many rugby leagues. I'm a Canadian. We're hockey guys. Blaze, actually, Mariners is kind of where my heart is. That's what I grew up. So I'm gonna have to look these guys up here now. Airline. Well, I'm sure I'm not saying it right. A-I-R-L-I-E. Airline Birds. Ooh, established 1865. It looks like a coat of arms, 3 crowns. Are they puffins? These guys are coming off looking like puffins. So it's all cool. Cool pictures. Parramatta means rubbish. Team, you will never win another premiership this century. And this is Malton 75. Means rubbish. Rubbish? Is that quite rubbish? I like that. Hence the name. That's pretty freaking cool. Means rubbish. So the airline, they look like puffins. I can't get over. Airline Bird Hall. So I'm just gonna see. That is freaking cool. Vote for Airline Bird. Now I think Rufus the Robin. Hall FC mascots. That's pretty freaking cool. Now I notice sometimes the crowns are gold and sometimes they're black. That's pretty freaking cool. I'm learning something new every day. And I'm a hockey player from Canada. This is freaking awesome. But I do like the fact where the Eels lay. That's freaking awesome, I must say. You learn something new every day. Thanks for stopping in. As I sit here and smoke my cigar that just totally disintegrated on me here. Look at this thing. Straw's not working properly. Once you get a crack in your wrapper, I've basically been fighting this thing tooth and nail. Panthers 2026. Oh my God. Do we have a rivalry here? Now let's see. Panthers are rubbish and you know it with all respect. So, Rufus is a Hall KR mascot, which is our rivals known locally as the Bin Dippers. Did I just get this right? The Bin Dippers? Panthers are rubbish, you know it with all due respect. Clearly will smoke a cigar at the end of the year. Ooh. So is it the Clary Panthers? Ooh. He couldn't light it over that chin. He's the king of NRL. Cleary is the Cleary's the captain, so he's basically the guy that's supposed to be smoking a cigar. Now it's all coming full circle. So for the Panthers, what would they be? I'm trying to look up so I can see a picture of them. I still have a Panther Pride, and this is the local rugby team. But it's not showing me anything else. The only king is King Gudo. Oh, P-N-R-I-T-H. Perth. Ooh, I got him. Oh, that's pretty cool. I think I did that tattoo on someone actually. Very similar to that one. Oh my god, they look absolutely vicious. PDJRL Juniors and the Panthers. My god, that's freaking Perth Panthers. Got them. I'm looking at the information right now. Panthers versus Dolphins. Now, I'm going to have to go. Guto is a goose. That's why the Eels are washed up. Oh my god. Is a goose. Hey, I'm a Canadian here. The goose is on the loose. It's always one in every bunch. That's freaking awesome. Hmm. Hmm. When does the rugby season run? Are you guys in the season right now? Because we're just finishing up the hockey season right now with the cold weather ending. So when is the rugby season? It's on now. It says here. Oh. The Panthers have secured wins against several teams, including a 48-20 victory over Parramatta in round 4. I'm not trying to get in the middle of this, but they had a 48-20 victory over Parramatta in round 4. Third team in history to win the first 4 games by 20 or more points. Oh my god. Super League in UK. Australians never agree on football. I'm from Newfoundland. We fight over beer and hockey. So I get it. The Super League in the UK. But we all know Manly sucks. And who's Manly? Is that the coach? I'm learning so much here. It's Derby Day on Good Friday coming up. Oh, so that's just this Friday coming. The Eels haven't won a game in 4 years since Ray Price was playing. There's no reason not to follow. I've got to save right now. So Perth Eels. Panther versus Eels. Ooh, 2 days ago, did the Panthers just play the Eels? That was the 48-20? This was just like 2 days ago? Unless we win this year, it's 39. That's good. Manly stinks, but Tuve was a legend. That is freaking cool. 48-20. I get what you're saying. Last week they played. I'm learning so much about rugby. It's freaking awesome. Now, is this a sports betting thing? I hope you guys aren't doing sports betting. Holy mackerel. That's awesome. So I just missed it. So if a fellow from Newfoundland, a good-looking man from Newfoundland, was interested in watching a rugby game, what is the Sports Network? Ooh. So that's probably what, because you guys are in that late shift, so you guys are over like 11 hours ahead. And it's called and all the Eels scores were Josh Carr, Bailey Simonson, Dylan Walker, Sean Mussel, and Mitchell Moses. What are you drinking, Squire? I'm having a glass of 12-year-old single malt Tomatin Highland single malt Scotch, 12-year aged, finished in a bourbon barrel and a sherry cask as well. A little of that 12-year-old Josh Aldo Carr. Okay, oh, what happened here? Okay, and he's number 22. Is that correct? Josh Aldo Carr, he's number 22, and that would be the highlights. Much better than Cleary's. Gotcha. I'm learning more every day. Ooh, red wine. Actually, we're just getting ready to do a... We make homemade wine. Like my community is... You're probably going to laugh. We have like less than 3,000 people in my community. Like a small little town. So we make homemade wine. No moonshine, I swear. I swear there's no moonshine being made. But homemade wine. I'm not really a beer drinker anymore. A couple of years ago, I gave up drinking beer. Even though I had a Guinness for St. Patty's Day. What kind of red wine did you just open? Years ago when I started smoking cigars, this is many moons ago when I was a young man, I tried red wine and then I started doing port wine, a fortified wine. Aldo Carr washed up at Power because he lost a plot at the dog. Ooh, ooh, the plot thickens, I see. 70 and 75, what's wrong? 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh my, jeez. Is this by yardage? You know how many yards? The plot thickens, as they say. Gus kicked him out. I'm missing something? Oh my lord. Jeez. Gus is a knob. Hey, my son's name is Gus. I don't think it's the same knob. I hope not. Gus is the one who painted these paintings for me. He's a tool. Hey, even a tool can be useful sometimes. I've used a screwdriver as a hammer. Feel good. Definitely not your Gus, mate. That's awesome. I'm running more by the minute. I'm intrigued. Rugby seems way cooler. And so this is broadcast on ESPN. Perth, nice and clear, Panthers. That's pretty cool. I'm sure Gus would have a good kick out of it, though. Painted his house blue and gold. Guess he was a Parameter fan. He's a tool, too. They played in Vegas not long ago. The blue and gold. I see that. That's pretty freaking cool. So not to start an argument here, but who would be considered the #1 rugby player? Like in hockey is Wayne Gretzky. Who would have been, and to see if you guys agree on this, who is the best rugby player of all time? Oh look, I'm getting a crack in my goddamn lapper. I'm so disappointed. Look at this. Cracked up like cabbage. Look at that, cracked up like cabbage. They played in Vegas not long ago. Now, when I was in Vegas, they already had Las Vegas Knights. And once again, that's hockey. You know what you know. My favorite was Rod Wishart. Australian former rugby league winner, Steelers icon who played in 22 state of Oregon matches and 17 tests for the Kangaroos, known for his consistency, goal-kicking accuracy, over 1,092 points, and 90-meter interception tries. Jeez whiz. Wow. 1,092 plus points. And Britt Mullins. MU. Oh. And Britt Mullins. He played in the 90s and the early 2000s. Ooh, he was a winger. Oh, okay. So he had an injury and couldn't play the 91 Grand Final team. I followed Steel before the merger and the Dragons. Sorry, not Dragons. I call them Dragons. I hate the Dragons, so I followed the Eels a long time ago. Is that what a switch happened? You went from the Dragons to the Eels? I like Chicka Ferguson from the Raiders, but greatest I've ever seen was Wally Lewis. It's funny, Britt Mullins, because my brother-in-law is actually Danny Mullins. So, it's so funny. You've ever seen was Wally Lewis. Did he become a head coach? So Wally Lewis was the player who became a head coach? He's the only actual king. So it looks like he was a player. Oh wow, holy, what a long career. He played in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and then he coached in the 80s and the 90s. And now he's a commentator. That's longevity. Oh, now Clary is going to be crowned. Now you got me intrigued. That is so freaking cool. That's like one of the longest clearing. Winham? What are you talking about? Valley Winhams. Valley? Ooh, I gotta look this up. I can't agree with past or comments, so I get it. But Wally played for him. Brisbane rugby team faced significant matches in 1922 Newham Oval. One of them also is a thriving seaside suburb. Oh, I get what you're saying. That is awesome. I love the rivalry. Keep laughing, but if you support the Eagles, you never win at comp. Trust me. Something tells me I'm going to have to get an Eels t-shirt. Would they even ship that to Canada? An Eels t-shirt? I wouldn't get in trouble if I wore one of those, would I? Hey, it's freaking cool. Don't get one. Calm now. Look at that, a little Newfoundland symbol right on the top here. Newfoundlanders always fight for the underdog. I think I just became an Eels fan. Wear a Perth cap. Eels fan are loyal as all. just might have to become an Eels fan. It's not about if you win or lose. It's who screams the loudest. I'm not much to look at, but I can scream awful loud, even if I'm not white. I've learned so much about rugby. I would never thought it possible. Eels lands is for Eels fans are loyal. Look at that color. Oh my gosh. Drinking whiskey, talking about rugby. I think I'm having a pretty good Friday afternoon. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Oh, I have a wonderful single malt 12-year-old Scotch. Look at that. I had a crack in my wrapper. Positivity. Even when your cigar doesn't accommodate you, even when your whiskey is not the best whiskey you've ever had, you have to be loyal. You have to continue cheering. I have too many things to be a Perth fan, mate. Oh, that's good. I like that. That's good. That was good. You got it. So it doesn't matter what team you support. It's exactly the same. Oh boy. That was not my favorite whiskey. Not my favorite. But I do have these on Friday. I have Romeo and Julietta's. My friend shipped me from Cuba. He just got evacuated. He lives there. We just got evacuated from Cuba. I'm going to open these puppies up. We're doing one on Friday. Where I have Valentine's Scotch. Actually, another person who enjoys the show. We're going to be drinking some Valentine's. Opening up my Romeo and Julietta's. This is what I like. People just showing up, teaching me something new every day. My father was from the Gong. I'm a dragon deep down, but I follow Panthers. When Jamie Sword went to the Panthers. So you was a dragon originally. Oh, so the commonality is there. That says that all. You guys are freaking awesome. Thanks for making my Friday afternoon so great. Alabama Park Rail. Ooh, Avalon Park, Maple Ridge. I like that. That's cool. I'm from the Southern Highlands up to the mountain from the Gong. Ooh, so one's southern and one's northerner. That's freaking awesome. And you guys came here to argue. I like that. Look at that thing. And look at the crack. It's starting to split open. Oh my gosh. Well, what a terrible cigar. Split and the end came off. The wrapper cracked in two places. Karma is a good spot, I reckon. Kiama? Donald Bradman. So Donald Bradman was a cricketer? Ooh. That's the man right there. The best that ever played the game. And he was nicknamed the Don. Is that correct? Donald Bradman. Nicknamed the Don. The greatest batsman of all time. The greatest sports person in history. The Don. He looked quite intense. I'm looking at some old pictures of him. Back 99.94. He's like a legend. The best that ever, not just the best batter, but the best sports person in history. I'm learning more than I ever believed. I played Madagascar hands and Shell Shield going up. Love the Don. I gotta say, I've learned so much. This is freaking awesome. The Don. This man looks like he was intense. Wow. Was he famous? He hit over 103 overs. 3 overs were planned for the Blackheath against Lithgow, Pottery, and Sydney. The first over he scored was 27 ones. Oh my Jesus. This is awesome. Your average was 1989 was 99. His was what? 99 point. This man looked like he was intense. His baggy gray. Ooh. Is that the cap that he's wearing? I think I'm looking at a picture of his baggy cap here now. Holy shoot. Look at that hat. A few $1 million. Holy crap. He really was one of the best ever. Looking at some old pictures of him, he was the shit. Don Bradman, the Don. .99.94. Who are winning hockey? Don't even joke. The East versus the West is playing right now, and I'm telling you, Montreal has a chance this year. The Leafs are trying this new thing called winning, and it's working for them, but they choke every single year. They're going to lose. It's a sin. Now, wherever I lived in Canada, because I lived from one coast to the other, I lived in Vancouver and Ontario, and wherever I lived, I would wear a hat for the Montreal Canadiens, Toronto Maple Leafs when I lived in Toronto, Vancouver Canucks, because I didn't want to get in a fight to the bars. I used to work security for bars. Give me the winner. I want to say Montreal. Hoping, I'm on all hope. I don't even like French fries, but I like the Montreal Canadiens. I do like a poutine. Head. Yeah. I don't even want to say because I know what's going to happen. I think the Vegas Knights just might take it. The best team, again, real good chances. Because what happens is, East and West plays, and they play against the U.S. The U.S. has such a strong team this year. I think the Vegas Knights, but always go with your heart. Like, Bradman was the #1 ever. Patrick Roy's no longer with the Montreal Canadiens. What are you going to do? Go give Vegas. I got to say. And actually, the goalie for the Las Vegas Knights, I actually met him in Nova Scotia, of all places, back when he first got drafted to the Pittsburgh Penguins, like 15 years ago or something like that, or whatever it was when I ran into him. It's a small world. Canada, even though we've only got like, say, 30 million people, it's like we're all like in a condensed line, except for a couple of cities like Calgary and Edmonton, a little more north, and Vancouver. Everything is like right next to the U.S. border. Just... I like that. Good. In my heart, yes. I hope they lose. I hope they lose on an international stage and make them look bad. But what are you going to do? When you go with your heart, not your mind, shit doesn't always work out. But I'm going to watch either way. The Zamboni driver in me. Have you ever seen a Zamboni in real life? Want Montreal to win. I even take Toronto. Typical Eels fan shooting mouth that off like a loser. That's bad for you. And that's Chantel Walker. Hey, the heart is here and the mind is here, but as a Zamboni driver, I knows what I want to see happen. I love watching the local stuff. I was never a super big hockey fan. Once you start driving Zamboni, your life changes. Being a Zamboni driver. Body feelings to me that my heart doesn't understand. It's pretty freaking awesome. Thoughts on Walsh. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. Chantel Walker, that's bad for you. Reese Hughes, say no more. I mean, I'm freaking. I'm gonna have me a Jameson. So thanks for making my Friday awesome, guys. Here it is, 10 o'clock on a Friday. You guys are making this quite interesting. I appreciate it very much. You're totally gone, at least. Not. Excuse me. Oh my God, this thing like fell apart. This thing like disintegrated on me. Who would have thought? Cigar just disintegrated, but the conversation is so amazing. Oh my gosh. Have a good one. GDO's fan. Enjoy the whiskey. I'm an honorary Eels fan. You go with what you know first. Hey, bye, mate. I'm an Eels fan now. I have to be. You have to go with the underdog. Even when your heart says something that your mind doesn't agree with. I'm going to be an Eels fan now. I hope you're happy with what you done. Turn me into an Eels fan. Yeah, this thing fell right apart. I don't know if I can recommend this. I have a pretty low threshold. I can't guarantee. Delicious, creamy. A little bit of issues with the draw because of the cracked wrapper, but flavor profile on point. Like what? 80 minutes or whatever it is. We have the goods on paper, just not always on the field. Look at that thing. This is falling right apart. Oh my God. Oh. As long as you cheer, it doesn't really matter if you're right or wrong. Personally, we have a local team of hockey players called the Blaze, all the younger kids. So you show up 6 o'clock, get the ice done for these little shits, and they do amazing. And I cheer just as much for these local guys as what I do for the NHL teams. Or in this case, the Premier League, like you guys would say. Super creamy. I'm enjoying this, I must say. I learned so much. It's freaking awesome. Oh, so you're just really started reaching lives. My longest, thank you very much. From just one old gray bearded, fat old Newfoundlander. I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming on and just having a yarn. Like I said, this hour today, everyone's working. I'm the only guy off. I got off at like 8 o'clock in the morning. It's like 10 now. I got a couple little sips of whiskey. And getting through my cigar. Holy crap, it just disintegrated even more. Hey, I appreciate it. Come back and watch me anytime. I have another guy. I have like quite a few loyal followers that I bought this bottle of whiskey. We're going to try it here on Friday. On the 4th. Sorry. On the 4th, we're going to try it. Romeo and Juliet cigars. What's your favorite whiskey to drink? You don't have, we could almost be twins. You're a lucky man. If this is anything like what you have there, you're a lucky man. I can guarantee that. I'm not much to look at, but I try. This is basically what I do for fun. Because I haven't been tattooing much, just working back shift. I recently switched from 2 jobs. Just working 1 job now, which is awesome. I love my work. Snow clearing. Even though you're in Australia, I basically drive a giant front end loader clearing snow. We've had like 3 big storms back to back to back. Just working the crazy hours. Grant, I've had quite a bit of Grant's whiskey actually. It kind of reminds me of Royal Reserve. Even a little bit of Alberta Premium. I don't know if you guys will even get that down there, but Alberta Premium. Grant's kind of got the same finish. Grant's has that dark opening up when you first take a taste of Grant's. I like that. But whiskey is whiskey at the end of the day. And was your goatee ever this long? It's getting short now. I had a big bushy beard out not long ago. It's getting worse. All the hair I lost from the top all went to my goatee. It's getting old. I think it's time for Just for Men. Turn this thing dark. Canadian Club. That's what I grew up on. Canadian Club. That's what we got our start. There was like 6 of us. Canadian Club was like that thing back in the day. I have a friend, he's passed now, and he used to say to me, big jackass of a fella, huge dude. When I was a kid, he's like a cousin, first cousin. My grandmother and his mom, no, his dad was brother and sister. I was like a little kid. He was so big, he used to pin me in the corner, and he'd be like, sing it, jingle bell, jingle. Oh, I still don't like Christmas carols to this day. But when we got older and hung out, he's like, time to get on the wiki, get some wiki. And when he said wiki, we get the Canadian Club out, and we sit down and we play chess for a couple of hours, split a bottle of Canadian Club, and just, yeah. The only time he was so big, such an imposing fella, the only time I could beat him was at chess, and I kicked his goddamn ass. Not all the time, but enough time that we enjoyed it. So I'm so glad you got to enjoy the Canadian Club. This, Jameson, smooth, no long finish. Bandelberg rum. I've never heard of this. It's popping. I'm going to take a quick little, what's it called? I'm going to take a quick picture. I'm going to look it up. My favorite thing to do is take a recommendation from someone. And this case is called Bandelberg rum. I don't like it, but it's popular here in Australia. I'm going to give it a shot. I used to get drunk and play chess heaps. It's like the best thing you could do. You sit down. I'm a neat drinker. He used to drink on the rocks. And we sit down, we open up a bottle, and we just play chess, and we play chess. And he'd win some, and I'd win some. Probably one of my favorite chess opponents I've ever had, next to Nick. He used to be one of my old bosses. He used to be an MMA fighter. The only way I would kick his asses in chess as well. So if I wasn't able to physically beat you, even if I won in one game mentally, it's my favorite thing to do. Good day, Berg. And Bundaberg. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to have to get some. Yeah, Bundaberg. Rum. Canada. See what we got here. Ooh, yellow bottle. Okay, Bundaberg rum. 100% sugar cane spirit available in Canada through specially imported select retailers. 700 milliliter bottle. 700 milliliters. That is 750 or 500. 37% ABV, so we'll be on the lower end. Oh, so Zen sold it. Of course, Zen in Alberta. Alberta has the best selection. in Newfoundland here, we talked about the taxes and the regulation. It's so regulated. Get the OP one. Oh, see, what is this? So what is the OP? So, Bindenberg rum. There's like several bottles here. So we have the all yellow bottle. Ooh, overproof. I think I might have found it. Bundaberg overproof rum. Oh yeah, I think we've got something here. I think we've got something. I think we might be hitting right on it. Overproof. Bundaberg overproof rum. Oh yeah, let's have a look at this. Now, in stock. Might have to go online. 1 second. Ooh. And now this is not 700, this is 750 mils. Extra bold rum. Ooh, this may be something to try. One of my favorite things to do. Give me a recommendation. I'll try it. For me, it's like cigars. Look at this thing, just fucking disintegrated here. And it's still not a terrible low. Oh my god. Mr. Arturo Fuente. If you're watching this, I don't know what the heck happened. I've been very lucky with my cigar selections. So this is one of the worst blowouts I've ever seen. But it's overproof, calculated shipping. 57.7% for the overproof. I think we have one. I think. It's an Australian rum produced, distilling company, Queensland, Australia. Golden Drop. Bendelberg rum, overproof, is made from the highest quality backstrap molasses. Pot stilled and aged in oak barrels. Barrel aged, non-barrel aged mixtures blended together. 57.7 ABV. Full body and potent spirit, packed with flavors and dark caramel, earthiness and spice. Ooh, I think I might have just a cigar to go with this. I got an Oliva Melania. It's like, boom, sharp. I've added a Robusta size, so I've got the Churchill size. This might be good. For me personally, I like trying new stuff. It's overproof. Yeah, I can get it shipped right to the door. Enjoy at bars, barbecues, and on a boat trip. Now, me being from Newfoundland, we go cod fishing. I have a boat. I think my boat is like an 18-foot aluminum boat with like a 20 horsepower motor. You guys do a lot of bouldering or anything like that? Oh, I'm excited. Something else to add to the collection. Try something new. What's the worst that could happen? Variety is the spice of life. It's strong. Well, 50 cent, but the overproof, or what we would call cask strength, right now is showing me without shipping it's $56.99. 750 milliliters, so that's not too bad. That's something really worth trying. 57.7. What do you recommend as a mix? The Central Coast. Now, I'm not sure if that's an oxymoron or not. Central Coast. Oh, so that would be the outside stretch of Australia. And I, like, as a Canadian, Newfoundlander, I know Sydney is on the north, Tasmania is on the south, East Coast, West Coast, and that's it. Mixed with Coke. Now, I'm a diet. If I put Diet Pepsi, would it explode? Would it catch on fire? My fiance is actually the largest Coke distributor in all of southwestern Newfoundland. The largest. Sydney and Brisbane, okay. Never been there. The brochure looked awesome. Of all the places you could visit. It just, is it true it's like a 24-hour? Pepsi is good. I'll give it a shot. No, I have to give it delivered. Check in with me every now and then. I'll let you know how it's going. Add to my wish list. Overproof. So you said you don't particularly drink Vandenberg yourself. What do you prefer? Expensive here. Right now we're at $56.99. So is it way more expensive or least? Get we're on an island. Everything we have is shipped in here via boat, or nothing's flown in. It's just so expensive. So we pay a isolation tax, or what you would call it. Where I live is literally close to the ferry, so you can just. It's a 10-hour boat ride to the nearest populated area. No, that being said, it's a 2-hour drive if I want to try McDonald's. Okay, now I'm just going to show you something. This never happens, but just because of the air gap, I've actually lost molecular cohesion. It's not burning. Look at this. We got a gap here, gap there. A tiny can of 250. Jesus, what? I thought we had a rough here. Good to see someone got a rougher than us, but not by much. Double Jack Daniels. I don't think we have double Jack Daniels. There's a double black. Double Jack Daniels. What is that? Oh yeah, yeah. Twice barrel Jack Daniels. I've never had it. Double Jack. So it's pretty much like a can that you would get like a pop top, or no? I had a friend of mine. He just moved away again. He was actually one of the managers here, one of the local stores. For Christmas gift, I got him Johnny Walker Black. But where he's from, he gets Johnny Walker Double Black. Otherwise, any bourbon is right. God damn it, 10% cans. Oh yeah. Now you're speaking my language. Actually, I'm looking to do a Three Wise Men episode, but getting the cigar pairing, and Three Wise Men, if you're not really sure, is Jack, John, Jack Daniels, Johnny Walker, and Jim Beam. Jack, John, and Jim. Called the Three Wise Men. Have you ever heard of it? So I'm looking to do a Walker Blue. I had some. What did I stop to? Oh, we was in Toronto for the Toronto Blue Jays was having a tournament game when we got back from Mexico, and that's where we stopped because we tried to do the CN Tower spinning restaurant. Booked up. Toronto Blue Jays were playing, so we didn't get to go. But at the restaurant we waited to, I had a Johnny Walker Blue. Even though this thing was like disintegrated and fell apart, look at this thing. Hodgepodge. It's still delicious. One bourbon, one scotch, and one beer. George Thorogood, yeah. One whiskey, one scotch, and one beer. Bourbon's where it's at. As somebody who made a lot, like growing up, we made homemade beer, we made homemade wine. It was like kind of the thing to do. I like small batch stuff. We made our own made beer, small town, and like where I live to now, we have less than 3,000 people. But originally, where I grew up, less than 200. Just it was el petito. It was so small. We'd have to like drive 20 minutes to get a cabbage. Like it was so small. So we had our own farm. Now I have chickens now, but we did when we grew up. So we like plant our own vegetables, our own potatoes, our carrots, our own made beer. So we made everything ourselves. That is the only good thing I think about small life living, where I am to now. But one bourbon, one scotch, and one beer. Got the scotch down. If only I had a bourbon. I just finished off like 2 episodes ago. I think it was a Wild Turkey. Oh, I have the empty bottle here. Wild Turkey 101. If you're going to drink a bourbon, that's one of my favorites. But I like Newfoundland whiskeys. Near the city now, and I'd rather be the country. I left my hometown, and I like Toronto and Edmonton and Calgary, Vancouver. I traveled all the major cities in my country, and I ended up back in my little hometown, doing a job that I love, giving back to my community. Do snow clearing, driving Zamboni. Isn't it funny when you grew up like rural, and I grew up so small, so tiny. Too much trouble. See, the wild turkey do that to you. There's a reason why they call it wild turkey and not just turkey. I'll tell you that right now. This has been awesome. Thanks for showing up for my Friday, man. I appreciate this so much. Somebody to have a drink of whiskey with, smoke my cigar with. And now I'm an Eels fan. That ruined my life. Thanks. I appreciate that. Ruined my life for becoming an Eels fan. Just kidding. Just kidding. But I am going to watch. For me, I'm not like just drinking one kind. It's the variety of it. I like to try new things. Bundaberg rum makes people rowdy too, by the way. I'm probably going to get off at Baxter, get off 8 o'clock in the morning, drink some Bundaberg rum. The Mighty Eels is right. It's funny. I grew up eating eels, so my uncle's going to find it pretty funny, I must say. But, and you say rowdy, I'm going to get off at like 8 o'clock in the morning, open up, have a couple of drinks of that Bundaberg rum, smoke a cigar. It seems like it's something that's going to need potency, something strong. I'm probably going to have to dig into my cigar collection and find something appropriate, find something worthy of an Eels fan. But that color on that is beautiful. Look at it. Beautiful color. I don't like a long finish. Oh, we've reached over 100 minutes. Appreciate you showing up. This is my Friday. I had a cigar that wouldn't work. A whiskey that wasn't that great, but that was pretty good. The Caribou Crossing. I don't know if you guys would get that. We are too. Caribou Crossing. And this is a beautiful bottle. Beautiful. Look at that amber color. Absolutely beautiful. A bit of a long finish for me personally. That's something that I'm super stoked on, is a long finish. Do you have a P.O. box or gifts for gift? I never did. I've only got a couple hundred followers. Never. Hey, if you want, send me a message. How would you do that anyway? I just remembered sheepdog peanut butter whiskey. Oh, you got me intrigued here. Sheepdog peanut butter whiskey. There we go. Sheepdog. We have it. We have it. Sheepdog peanut butter whiskey. How would that work? How would you be able to give a P.O. box out if you have? I don't know. I have no idea. How would you even set up a P.O. box? Just privacy purposes, obviously. Tell you what, if you come to another stream, what I'll do is, maybe I think I have an email address set up just for this stream. Maybe I can get you to email me with your information. Listen, I don't know. This is what I do for fun. I get out of work. I sit up with a bunch of cool people that I've never met before. Have a drink of whiskey, smoke a cigar, chat with people I never met before. That is the only thing about being in a small community that I miss. The larger city centers that I lived in is meeting new people. This is freaking awesome. I would have some overseas, so you know it ain't going to be dodgy. Sheepdog peanut butter whiskey. They have it. 35% alcohol per volume, 750. My God, that looks, geez, I've been, tell you what, watch again, keep me in mind. I think on the 4th, what is the 4th of this month? Anyway, is that Good Friday? Am I going to be in trouble? Drinking on Good Friday? Well, let me see. So what I'm looking at is the 4th is Saturday. Yep, so the 4th, I'm actually scheduled to meet up with another member. I'm going to try to get that. And he's just another follow. Valentine's recommended this. We're going to drink some Valentine's. We're going to open up my Cuban cigars. Never been opened, brand new. Want to sit back, hang out, just like me and you are doing right now. Drink some good whiskey, smoke a good cigar, have a yarn. Peanut butter makes it so smooth. Oh, if you send me an Eels jersey, now that I'm an Eels fan, no one's going to talk me out of it. I may not be much, but I am stubborn if nothing else. If you sent me an Eels jersey, I would wear that shit. Guaranteed 100%. Never had Valentine's. This was a recommendation from someone. So you recommend something, I'll try to find it. Try to enjoy it. Because it's not just, like, I don't drink the same thing all the time. I'm like a 3-year period. I didn't even have to drink alcohol at all. Since I started the stream, I've been a couple of sips, a couple of new cigars. I'm always trying something new. So, new people, new ideas, passing my time away. So I tell you what, on the 4th, Saturday, we're going to be doing a stream. It's probably going to be early on Saturday. Yep. If anything changes, just keep watching. Give me a thumbs up. I'm pretty sure. Oh, actually, I'll ask Gus. Oh, actually, Gus. I'm going to check right now. Maybe I can give you an email. Gus has been so instrumental. Hey Gus, just wondering if I have an email associated with my Sin Cigars YouTube channel that I can give out to someone. Hey, what's the worst could happen? He's saying no. Pretty sure I do. But what it is, I do not know. I'm having draw issues with the cigar. It literally disintegrated. We've had issues with the tip from cutting. It's really fell apart. But I get to meet new stuff. Meet new people. Try new cigars. I have a monthly subscription box. This is the place where I get my monthly subscription box. New interesting cigars. I have friends that pick them up for me for my birthday, for Christmas. New cigars. New whiskeys. How much better can it get? Meeting new friends. Appreciate it. And Sheepdog peanut butter whiskey. Something tells me that will be trouble. Now the thing is about cigars, you don't inhale a cigar. And I quit smoking, Jesus, close to 8 or 10 years ago when I quit smoking cigarettes. But years ago, someone brought me back some Cuban cigars. So I've been always smoking cigars. Nicotine is absorbed, like you don't inhale it. If you smoke the right cigar at the right time, you're not going to get sick. I have some cigars. I'll show you this one. This is a cool cigar. This is I've been doing a series of cigars. This is the last one I have left in my series. I don't know if you can see that. And this is a Magno Maduro. Look at this son of a pup. Can you imagine? Holy crap. This thing is a Maduro. Maduro means aged. If you smoke this, you would throw your guts up. You get sick. I can get away with it just because I've built up a nicotine tolerance. Actually, I'm going to look something up. Cigars.com. Hey, check back in with me. We're over 110 minutes. I'm going to go to bed. This was my Friday evening, and I got to spend it with some new people. I became an Eels fan for life, so that's pretty cool. Just an Eels fan for life. Isn't it funny how that stuff works out? So what I'd like to do, and open this up one more time. And if I can, I'm pretty sure, subscribe, keep watching. If there's anything you like, I think it's sincigars.com or .ca or, at Hotmail, Sincigars at Hotmail maybe. Thank you very much for showing up. I appreciate it. You get to be my Friday hangout buddy, even though it's like, I guess it's 10:30 here, so it's 12 o'clock there, midnight, getting close to the midnight hour, or is it backwards? Closer to 9. See you soon, brother. Hey, I appreciate it. Come by, have another drink, have another puff, give you some information. I've never ever given out my email for this account. A couple of people offered to buy stuff, but if you were to give me an Eels jersey, something along those lines, I'd wear it. I'd wear a bandana, anything at all. Jeez, they didn't come up with a bald head. Alright, and get ready to log off. Thanks again, brother. Appreciate it. Out the Eels. Thank you so much. Have a great night, and hopefully I'll have more information for next time. I'll try my very best.